Hello and welcome, this is Waffle1738 here, back with another video, and basically this is us in our KVK in LK124. We're in KVK 2 and we're going into our zone 6 here. So obviously to get into zone 6 you have to take the level 5 pass from the barbarians first. So we had a cav rally from Tiny Dancer, which was Genghis, Tao, and obviously it's not going to be that hard because we're against barbarian units. So you can see here that if a march hits this rally, there is a heal of 20% for the pass. So that's why you don't want swarming in this position unless it's like a tanky player who's gonna help, and also you don't really need people to swarm. The rally's good enough as it is really on this pass, but over time the damage on the rally will build up. As you can see, 63, 64, that number is increased damage on the rally from the pass, and that's one of its special effects. So that will build up over time, and that's why the rally has to be quick. Otherwise, if it's long, that will build up really high and the rally won't be able to withstand it and it will just get taken down. So you can't swarm to stop that, so you have to have a good rally with good commanders, good reinforcements and everything like that. Otherwise it just won't work. So we did have that, and that's why we managed to take it and obviously go into the next zone and start our fighting. So this was some of the early fights that we had. It was open field. It was against KN92 in their zone, in the zone of Dimbrocco. So you can see here we've got FN, FT and WR from our KD, from our two passes. It was nearer our passes than it was to theirs, so it would be really hard for KT to march all the way over here, as it would be a lot longer march for them, so they wouldn't have got here at this time. And we wanted to avoid unnecessary open field, but you can't stop people when we've been locked up in a zone for so long and we just want to fight. So this is something that I've wanted to show, and this is what I've wanted to show the most, because in this time the rally took, you could have watched a short movie, done multiple other things, and it just expresses how long this rally is and how just powerful and crazy everyone involved is, and the good contributions from all four kingdoms involved. I don't want to put any kingdoms down for this because every KD did fight well, and it would be unfair of me not to do so, right? So you can see here that it was 82, 91 and us 74 against 92 in this pass rally, I guess, but it was 82 and 74, which is us having rallies on this pass, which was reinforced by 92, and 92 kept on putting counter rallies with king skills. We had king skills on the pass with our rallies on the pass, and as soon as their counter rally came, we couldn't counter rally their counter rally. One, it would take too long, and two, it's behind their pass, so it just wouldn't work. You can't launch a rally, so you just have to swarm it. And although this is very costly, it's worth it. You have to do this. And as you can see, it just shows how long it's been going on by the health bar is like at the tinsy winsiest bit, but like you have got a lot of troops in that pass. So you can just see here that it's mental, and both the rally and the pass are low, but the rally is very tanky, and so is the defense. They kept on changing the garrisons between Charles and Constantine. Charles YSG, obviously Charles YSG is good here as there's two armies attacking it, so two rallies, sorry, and the AoE is going to be good for that. But we thought this was really going to take it down, the two rallies, but the two rallies weren't enough. I do have to express how long this rally was actually, because they did have many counter rallies keep on flowing in with king skills on them and everything, about a counter rally every 7 minutes or so, maybe like 10 minutes. And you can see here's a cav counter rally on the archers, good cavs against archers, and they had an archer against infantry and so on. But obviously you can't rally this one, and it's a lot harder to kill this rally as the archer rally was central. So this rally there is behind the pass, so there's a lot less hitboxes and hit points for our armies to take on it. so it's going to take less damage. So it would have been better maybe if we could have that other rally on the left side, so then we could swarm that counter rally a bit better. That's what I would have said, and I think that would have made it a bit easier to take the pass. However, they're constantly reinforcing this pass. Both rallies are being constantly reinforced. However, the WR one was being more constantly reinforced, as you'll see that this Archer one does go down quicker and it does break. However, at the infantry rally did go on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Very tanky Alex and Charles, owned by Rusa, had insane equipment that would be very hard to acquire, but Rusa's got very good equipment, and that's obviously why we appointed her as the rally leader in this instance. So it's working well, and it stayed alive for a very long time. I also want to point out this wasn't the winning part, although it looked like it, and I was like, yes, we're gonna win, because you can see that there's literally nothing in that pass. It looks like there's literally nothing. It's false hope though. You scout it and then it says 1.5 million troops, and those people there, you're like, oh, they're AFK. No, they're just waiting to reinforce, because the pass is full, although it looks like it isn't. So it's just crazy, and you just don't really know what's going on. If you do solo the pass, it's not going to end up well for you. You do get deads from this, half deads and half healing for both the rally and the defense. So I do have a massive report that I'm going to show soon. However, I do want to point out that this isn't the winning part, again, as I said earlier, but I did manage to record it and then it corrupted basically. But what happened, I'll explain it, is 91 came in from the top left hand corner. They came in with a little murder ball and attacked the 92 armies trying to reinforce the pass. So their reinforcement and supply line supposedly was cut off from the pass, so they couldn't reinforce it anymore. And there was a double rally on this pass at the same time, so they had a lot of pressure on their pass and they weren't able to reinforce it. And if they did, they just got instantly swarmed and melted by the 91 armies. So although this is quite hard for 92, they did put up a very good fight. It was a 3v1, however 92 and 91 were allied earlier on previously, however they weren't at this point in time, obviously, because 91 were helping us. So a lot of stuff went on, and we chose 91 to join our group and our group of allies that we had previously, and it did work and it was very helpful, and in the end we were successful to get this pass, and this pass was a major breakthrough into their zone, and we managed to get a lot more kills and not too many more fights. So this is the moment you've been waiting for, and you can just see how long this report is and how many reinforcements into the pass there were. This is from our rally's point of view though, so there were other things that weren't amounted in this report. But you can see this is the bulk of it, and there we go. 68.9 million power lost for us and 98.1 million power lost for them. And it was a 2 hour and 11 minute rally, and that's just crazy long. And you can just see me scrolling through all the reinforcements and all the people that participated for the pass defense. I could scroll through the people for our attack, and it just goes on for ages. This report goes on for ages. It would take you ages just to reach the bottom of it, and it would be a waste of time. And I do want to point out that that garrison was what they started with, and they changed the garrisons a lot. It was mostly Charles YSG, or they had Constantine in their garrison, but you can see here that it says it was Alexander the Great and Charles Martel. For the majority of it, it was not that, because they changed it a lot. Lots of armies die, lots of armies just leave the pass, so it has to change. Anyway, thank you for watching. This was one of the most insane battles that I'd ever seen in one of my KVKs. I do appreciate you watching the video, and if you want me to make a part 2 of our battles that we had in Zone 6, leave a like down below and tell me in the comments. And yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I'm excited for the Kingsland, and see ya.